Beyond the mountains, a challenge feet. In a small town at the foot of the mountain lived a young man named Adam. He was known among people for being kind and quiet, but deep inside he carried a fear that changed his every step. He feared faking the ink now, feared trying ever first standing in front of others to speak a single word. He grew up watching opportunity pass him by without daring to see them. Whenever he wanted to begin something, his mind drew a picture of failure. His friend always moved ahead while he remained trapped inside the circle of fear. One day, the town announced a small climbing competition on the nearby mountain. The prize wasn't valuable in the money, but money meaningful inspired. The title of the conqueror of the mountain. Adam had no courage to join, but his friend Karim told him, "If you don't try today, you remain a prisoner of yourself forever." Fear doesn't vanish by waiting, it only fades when you face it. Adam hesitated, but something inside him whispered that it was time to break free. With trembling hands and a strong doubt in his head, he signed his name. When the day of the car arrived, the townspeople gathered at the mountain's base. The climb began, and everyone moved with energy and determination. Adam's heart, however, was pounding so hard it almost drowned out every sound around him. Sweat ran down his face, not just from effort, but from the fear gnawing at him with every step. Halfway up, he reached a narrow ledge. When he looked down, the town seemed tiny below, and the abyss beneath his feet looked like a monster waiting for his fall. For a moment he nearly gave up, but then he remembered his friend's words. Fear disappears only when you face it. He took a deep breath, tightened his grip, and moved forward step by step, though his body trembled. Each move was a battle, each breath a challenge. Yet he didn't stop until at last he stood at the summit. Standing there with the wind rushing through his hair, he looked around in awe. He had done it. He hadn't fallen. He hadn't failed. He had defeated the greatest enemy that had haunted him all his life, fear. When he returned to the town, he didn't care whether he had won the competition or not. What mattered most was that he had proved to himself that fear is nothing but an illusion that grows. But an illusion that grows inside our minds, and that the real battle isn't against mountains or races, but against the voice inside us that try to hold us back. From that Ad, day on, Adam kept reminding himself and others. Fear doesn't vanish when you run. It wakens only when you take a step toward it.